in the business of bringing joy and delivering happiness. The difference is that he does it in person and we do it digitally. Mr. Sanjeev organizes most beautiful travel tours for senior citizens. We got connected to him very recently, and it gives us a lot of happiness for him to be here and talk about travel, and that age should not be a limit or a restriction to have fun. This session will
Absolutely.
this session will be co-hosted by Saarthi Karunakar Jha. Saarthi Karunakar Jha is a Sukoon Saarthi. Who is a Sukoon Saarthi? Sukoon Saarthis are also senior citizens with very, very rich life experiences, a big compassionate heart, and they have volunteered their time to become Sarthis on Sukoon, where they're available for any other senior citizen to reach out to them and have a conversation. Over to Dr. Karunakar Jha and Sanjeev sir.
All the friends and the users who are part of Sukoon. And good afternoon, Sanjeev.
Good afternoon, sir.
Wonderful having you here. And good afternoon, Vibha and our Saarthi team, all my Saarthi colleagues who are joined in. I think Vibha has very correctly put about the fact that, traveling and is something which is a topic. I mean, I always feel, what is traveling? Traveling is fun, traveling is education, traveling is learning, traveling is building relationships, traveling is memories. Traveling is a lot of memories today. Without memories, one is not going to remember a lot of places around. And so traveling is, and frankly, seniors, I can tell you one thing: you are becoming a big market segment for a lot of industries today. I never knew a few years back, or maybe a couple of years back, the seniors would be a segment which will be targeted by so many prospective business people. And I think I can tell you one thing: this segment is growing and growing and growing. And that's where we come today to discuss about the fact that, you know, senior adventure is also an area which should be looked at by all the seniors, because such exciting propositions are there for all of you today. And I think if one doesn't utilize this opportunity to, uh, take advantage of this travel, one will really miss out on a lot of fun and a lot of excitement. And I think there's no other better person than Mr. Sanjeev. Sanjeev, of course, is a very exciting person. Whatever I got to know of him so far. Firstly, I must compliment you, Sanjeev, to have chosen such a wonderful business for your, let's say, pastime. I don't think you are doing it only for your commercial purpose. I think you are enjoying yourself because you're doing a great service for a lot of people. And a lot of seniors today who are experiencing their travel adventure through you must be thanking you a lot, because had it not been for you, they would have not experienced such wonderful, journeys. I want to welcome Sanjeev to share his, idea about this particular subject, and then we will. One request to all the seniors here who are sitting here: let's not make this program a one-to-one monologue. Let's make it a very interactive program. Let's make everybody should share their experiences of travel. So we'll talk about it while we move ahead. And I think that's how we'll enjoy this program more going forward. So Sanjeev, welcome to this session of Sukoon uh, webinars, which is getting a very, very good response from all the seniors. And this topic, I mean, thanks to Vibha and the team, the topic which is so interesting that I'm sure all the seniors will really have a great time listening to you. So over to Sanjeev. Sanjeev, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Karunakar, sir. Thank you very much. And a good evening to everybody, all my friends and my senior colleagues. And I want to just start by thanking the Sukoon Unlimited team for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this exciting event, the web webinar, and I hope you all will go back with the good memories about, and also with the encouragement of that. Yes, travel is very much possible. Age, like they say, age is not a bar. It's just a number. And I have hosted very seniors. I mean, super seniors, who I would call. Like the oldest person that I've hosted on one of my tours is about 95 years old, Mr. Bakshi. So without that, without much thing, I'll just quickly tell you
Yeah.
about myself very quickly. I'm basically an advertising professional. I was working with Wizcraft and then with the Euro RSCG, and 22 years of advertising. From there, it just happened that I left and started with this particular setup called Senior Holidays. We've been doing this tours for almost 8 to 10 years now, and going quite good in terms of we cover both within India, tours within India as well as international. So I just wanted to ask the members here, how many of you have actually traveled with any senior, like I would say, senior specific senior citizen tour company? Anybody? Will people be able to answer that?
They can. Yes, they can unmute themselves and answer.
Yeah.
Would request everyone to come to share their stories. Please unmute and be.
Like I have, there's, I can see there's one of my very prominent travelers, Dr. Snehata. She's here on the panel. She's traveled with me a lot of times. And
Yes, Sanjeev, your Mamaji here. I've traveled with you, and I've done a lot of travel
oh,
with.
hello, Mamaj. Yeah, we
Yes,
were in Japan, and yeah, nice, good.
yes, very
Right,
recently. Yes, good
right.
to hear you on this webinar.
Thank you, Mamaji. Thank you. Basically, the senior citizen travel is slightly different from what a normal travel company would find. And the, if you actually, if I just wanted to know if some more people would have you know, given any insight about their travel
Yes.
experience, then I would have actually gone ahead and
Yeah.
shared the difference between the regular travel company and the senior specific travel company.
Snehata ma'am, why don't you share your experience?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
We can. We can.
It's a very awesome experience with everyone, especially with Sanjeev.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much. Yeah, she's
very
traveled with me
passionate.
many times.
Can you hear?
We can hear you, ma'am. We can hear you. Do share your experience, ma'am. What was the difference between traveling with Sanjeev sir and any other regular travel, uh, let's say, company?
Uh, Actually, his communication skills are very good.
Mhm.
The one thing, and he indulged in that travel, this thing, itinerary and all, with the passion. He has his passion is. I like that.
That's very nice, ma'am.
And
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
travel,
please.
I think, 15, 20 times with him.
Mm.
Really? I've lost count on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, the way you communicate with the people, with friends, with the co-traveler, that is awesome. I like that very much.
Good. Nice.
And your knowledge about the things, You well prepared for that. Your travel know better than other persons is what I feel.
Thank you
But
so
ma'am,
much. Thank you so much.
ma'am, I'd like to ask you one thing. Uh,
Um,
what is, can you share some memory of a place, location, where you've traveled 15 times or maybe longer with Sanjeev, and you think is something others should also do and not miss this opportunity?
Actually, I have a very passion about the different cultures and this different people and their custom, their these things, and he's like uh, he's particular focused on that areas where we are going, and not on five-star hotels. And I've traveled a lot with the Cox and Kings and Thomas Cooks all, but they are more focused on to go and sit there in the hotel only. That is there, I think so. This
Okay,
is my experience.
okay. So, any place you remember where you had a memorable time uh, through Sanjeev?
Yeah, so many places. Bhutan, Dubai,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, London, Scotland, Europe, and
In la Recently, you were in Vietnam with me in June.
yeah, 2 times Vietnam.
Wow.
Yeah,
She
so
went
many
on,
places.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
Russia. She's
Great.
been with us.
15, 20 countries, domestic, and I think 10 to 12 the countries included, all this Europe and Vietnam and you know, Bhutan and
Okay.
what more? Domestic, Meghalaya and Kashmir,
Ladakh.
Ladakh, Leh Ladakh, and Sikkim, Gangtok, all.
Also,
And
a lot of places. Lot of places.
the thing is
Great.
this, I like the most this thing that he have that kind of passion for the travel business. Not he is not used to take as a business. That is his passion, and I like that passion because I am also passionate about travel. So I like that.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic. That's great. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Snehalta ma'am, for sharing your experience.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Yeah.
Anybody else, any of the users, or let's call it seniors. I don't like to call the word senior. I don't think senior. You look so
Yeah,
young,
it's a
Snehalta
different
ma'am.
one.
Yeah, I don't think I should call you a senior. A senior somehow makes you feel that you are probably on the other side. But then to also share their experience, like Snehalta ma'am has done. It'd be great to know about from you. Anyone else would like to volunteer?
So, can I go ahead?
Please go ahead, sir. Please.
Oh, First of all, thank you, Sanjeev, for the work that you're doing. Um, and it's so heartening to know that there are people who are conscious of the fact that there are seniors and a different kind of travelers involved. Of course, Mr. Jha has been a great Saarthi, calls me every couple of days, and great to be in touch with him to find out my well-being and a great support. My only two bit here in this is that I've been into adventure tourism for the past 37 years. The only thing is I don't do is that tourism. I use adventure sports as a learning mechanism. So I put corporates to this whole process of experiential learning, as I call it. So I'm a certified rafter myself. I'm a certified mountaineer. I do all this kind of stuff. I'm 61 now, but I still do it. As far as senior citizens go, I think Sanjeev, what brilliantly you said was, or Miss Lata just shared that it's the passion that makes all the difference. Okay,
Yeah,
it's how
that's
you
right.
exactly. So it's how each one of the group members, if they feel connected to what you're doing and how you want to deliver, everybody at the end of it is happy, right? You're not doing it as a business to make a huge profit. I'm sure you're doing it as a business, but your priority, I think, is to make these happy faces that I see in Miss Lata's face. That is what your real profit is all about. And so I've been to places which are, unheard of, unknown, back of beyond. And as she said, not a 5-star, but yet people come back saying, wow, primarily because it is the experience that makes for them. And I just hats off to what you're doing. Thank you so much. That's all I want to share.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, Sanjeev, so you can carry on as we move forward. We will keep asking our Saarthi or seniors to join in and butt in, and wherever they want to ask anything particular, we will invite them to speak. Please go ahead.
So I'll just take this opportunity to actually just share a little difference between what the regular senior citizen programs consist and the programs that we guys organize. My company organizes is typically most of our itineraries are very similar to any itinerary that you would be finding on being organized by any good travel company. The idea was that as comfortable as it can get, we'll cover that. We will see only which is senior friendly. There's no bungee jumping, there's no river rafting, and things like that, where most of us, not very, very comfortable or possible to do it, looking at the age, right? We actually give everybody this masala tea from our side.
Wagh bakri.
Wagh bakri chai, yes. And that is given to them, and so that basically that actually helps you to it just brings that energy back, and that you are ready for dinner in the evening. So these are a couple of things.
Sanjeev, I just wanted to ask you one particular question here. How do you make it memorable for them in terms of memory? Because ultimately, travel is all about memories. You would like to remember some interesting stuff where you travel a particular place. So how do you make them let's say, thrilling or exciting or memorable for a senior to remember a trip? कुछ ऐसा कुछ अलग करते हैं आप?
See, actually, there is a lot of, to be very honest, it all depends on group and the participants that, who join together, and the kind of chemistry that happens within the group. See, as a tour leader or a tour manager, yes, we do have programs like while we are on the thing, we actually organize evening get-togethers. Like, for example, when I'm doing my Kashmir tour, or whether I'm doing Bhutan tour, or wherever we have some kind of an opportunity where we can sit together, huddle together, have some bonfire, we sing songs, we actually the most favorite that I plan, what I do over here is especially on long drives, and looking at the mood of the participants, is I ask a very simple question. If suppose they're a couple, right? So how did the two of you meet? Okay, how did the two of you meet? And we carry the mic and we ask them, okay, please share with everybody the first time you met each other. So the wife would, and some amazing stories come while on that thing, because I remember there was one gentleman during one of my Europe tour, and his wife said कि I did not see him after 3 days of our marriage. 3 दिन हो गए थे, हमने इनकी शक्ल नहीं देखी, मतलब that is what she was saying. And because वो घूंघट था इतना लंबा, ठीक है, and he would come, and and we were like very surprised कि तुम 3 दिन तक क्या, मतलब how come you did not? And there are a lot of stories like that. And one guy, I remember in one of our tours, the person said that हम इनको भगा के ले गए थे कॉलेज से, और फिर इसके पापा, इसके मम्मी ने हमें काफी डांटा और ये करा वो करा, तो उस तरीके से हुआ.
So tell me, why should the seniors travel at all?
Why not?
No, I'm saying why. Are you able? Do you get resistance from seniors saying, अरे हमने तो बहुत दुनिया देख ली है, अब क्या जरूरत है जाने की, अब तो मेरे बच्चे देखेंगे। ऐसा कुछ होता है क्या? आई मीन व्हाई डू यू नीड टू समटाइम्स सेल द आइडिया दैट दे मस्ट गो आउट? अरे सर अभी तो जिंदगी बाकी है, आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं? आपको जाना चाहिए, बहुत
नहीं
कुछ
नहीं
देखा नहीं होगा आपने।
so yeah, so I mean, when people say that कि मतलब हमने जिंदगी देख ली है, दुनिया देख ली है, all that, तो मैं पूछता हूँ अच्छा दुनिया में क्या चीज है? जैसे like you only asked Snehlata ji कि what was the one destination, and she was like completely, she's been with me for over 13-14 destinations, yes, and she's been to Vietnam twice with me, and late as June this year. Ask her one place on Vietnam where she can remember. Check with her, and I'll guarantee you that she won't know. So the point is,
Well,
I'm not sorry, Dr. Sunilata. My point is not that. The point is, she just goes there to have fun. She enjoys being. She enjoys traveling, so she's like that way. Likewise, most of the seniors who join with us, and they just want to have fun. और अगर वो कुछ याद करेंगे ना, वो तब याद करेंगे कि होटल का कमरा अच्छा नहीं था, या खाने में कहीं कहीं दिक्कत हो गई, या कुछ वो हो गया, द जो आपका वो एलिफेंट्स एंड वाइल्ड बफलोज एंड टाइगर देयर इन थेकड़ी, or even for that matter, they would have gone for a early morning sunrise in Munnar on a 4x4 jeep. Definitely, they would have gone on that. So, so this is how we actually try and ask them, and then if they find it exciting, if they like it, फिर वो हमारे साथ मतलब join कर जाते हैं.
okay, Sanjeev, do seniors also actively seek travel with their loved ones, or they are also keen to go on their own sometimes, or sometimes even ladies in a group want to go? So, do you customize trips like these also?
Yes, we do. In fact, recently we've been doing a lot of customized tours. In fact, this year I have organized almost like 15 to 20 customized tours, and just four group tours this year. We did
Oh,
Vietnam.
great.
We did 2 times Vietnam, and one was Japan.
Okay.
Right? Those same people actually call us, और their friends
Okay.
call us कि अपने मेरे फ्रेंड के मम्मी पापा को यहाँ लेकर गए थे, क्या आप हमारे मम्मी पापा हमारे उनको भी ले जा सकते हो और हमारा प्रोग्राम बना सकते हो?
I get
So
your point.
that's where,
Sir,
so
sir,
we,
I
हाँ,
had a question.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Do other senior citizens also travel like to travel alone, or do they like to travel with their grandchildren?
No, most time what happens is when we are doing fixed departures, when we have a fixed departure for a particular destination, the seniors are joining on their own. But we do not say no if their loved ones, their anybody is interested to join within the family member, or their friends are. In fact, we have a special offer where if uh, any friend or family members, 4 people join our group, we offer them a good discount on that.
So do seniors like to travel solo for most of the part, or is like traveling solo for the youngsters basically?
No, seniors actually, so I'll tell you, like if suppose seniors are, see, why do seniors want to join a group is because we take care of all the arrangements, right? In terms of their visa, in terms of their flights, in terms of their travel insurance, in terms of hotel stay, in terms of sightseeing, in terms of meals, in terms of all the necessary arrangements that need to be done related to a thing. If suppose a family member is also joining and they are capable of doing those things, a lot of times they actually say कि हम flight हम कर लेंगे, आप हमारा वीजा करवा दीजिए, आप हमारे को होटल करवा दीजिए, खाने का भी हम देख लेंगे, हम सब हैं, we can manage it on our own, just arrange for the sightseeings, the hotels, the visa, and the transportation, and the rest we'll take care. So we do that also, not an issue. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, yes.
And we have a lot of solo women traveling with us.
Sanjeev, tell me one thing. Because typically India में the entire thinking is कि जब हम senior हो जाते हैं तो चार धाम जाते हैं. That means you're not you don't find that kind of a request from seniors कि मुझे देखो आप तो मैंने जिंदगी में बहुत ही तकलीफ देखी आप religious trip करेंगे. So do you have anything religious requests also from seniors that I would like to go to Char Dham, like to go to Tirupati, like to go to some religious places? Can you make a package of that? Because I've done a lot of sin in my life. I need to do a lot of seek a lot of truth and tell God whatever and you know मुझे माफ कर दे जो मैंने किया ऐसा कुछ होता है क्या? So that's what India is all about, you know, religious trips, Char Dham. ऐसा कुछ होता है क्या? I mean, is it something you think is something can work in India? More people will come to travel with you if you have a religious package.
Yeah, so I keep, yeah, of course. So I do, Mirko, I keep getting these requests from various senior citizens, and but what I in this particular thing. So there are two things in my tour which I'm very clear. When I organize my tours, there are two things which I'm very clear. One is no religion and no politics discussions in the thing. While also on tour. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So we do have requests of people wanting to go for this Char Dham Yatra and all that. But to be very honest, so my from business point of view, I have no problem. In fact, I have organized a couple of people's travel, especially via helicopter. And but unfortunately, because if you know ki this saal there was so much of rush that people had to, there were no VIP darshans and all that, just stopped for us for a while. We can actually organize, but as a fixed departure kind of a thing, no, I've not done, and I don't see that happening very soon because the cost is actually an issue. Yes, but we can actually, we've been thinking this year that we will be doing the Ayodhya, Varanasi and Prayagraj ka tour. That we will definitely be doing. In fact, we've already started working on that. And there is one more tour जो हम plan कर रहे हैं, वो है आपका भीमताल, नीम करोली बाबा जी, और फिर आपका क्या कहते हैं केसार देवी, जागेश्वर, and then you come back to Katarmal से फिर आपका Jim Corbett से Delhi. That's a 6-night 7-day tour, which we will be planning immediately once the rains subside. So as far as religious thing हम करते हैं, we do in fact श्रीलंका के अंदर we do जब हमारा श्रीलंका का टूर होता है उसमें हम हनुमान टेम्पल और आपका वो जो अंजनी टेम्पल है आपका कोलंबो में, और फिर आपका क्या कहते हैं गंगारामा टेम्पल जो है कोलंबो में, we do that. वहाँ पर है उसका it's actually a part of the itinerary that we do. और फिर आपका इसमें केरला में भी we have programs where we do Kanyakumari with Rameshwaram included in that.
Cities in India and other countries across when you travel are more senior friendly. Are there cities which are senior friendly who welcome seniors to travel to these? Is it something like that we can describe that seniors who choose these places, they are the places they will enjoy more, or is it open to their personal likes and dislikes? Or do you recommend them that we must travel these cities which are more senior friendly, they welcome you more? ऐसा कुछ है क्या?
In my 8 to 10 years of experience, मैंने सिर्फ एक ही सिटी देखी है जो true senior friendly है.
Okay.
And that is Singapore.
Okay.
Otherwise,
what is so particular about it?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Otherwise, I have not seen any other, I mean, to my knowledge, I have not seen any country or any city that senior, welcoming or that senior friendly. Because see, when I say senior friendly, I see the hotels in Singapore. Okay, typically a seniors, the kind of requirement of senior citizens are ease of mobility. That is the main thing. Senior citizens, it's difficult. Like a lot of times, they can't stand. And so I'm talking about. So when I'm talking about senior citizens, I'm talking about people above 65, 70 years. 60, 65, 70 years. And there is another while we're talking on this subject, there are companies now who are actually doing able tours. able tours. Now, able tours are specifically those tours designed for people with mobility issues.
So we all know that हम सबके दिल में बच्चा रहता है. We all want to be a child. We all want to enjoy.
Hmm. Hmm.
Rajiv is here. आप हैं. Tell us some stories where seniors had good fun during trips and they brought out their inner child out.
One incident where I think Dr. Snilata was also there. In one of the Bhutan tours, we were sitting in it. It was actually a forested area next to the river, and we were doing a bonfire. और मैंने भूतों की कहानियां शुरू कर दी. I was doing some ghost stories over there, and तो वो क्या होता है ना, वो फिर देन उसके अंदर भी ना एक दो जनों ने उनकी भी अपनी स्टोरीज होंगी, तो वो बातें शुरू हो गई कि ये हुआ. और तभी वहां हमारे पीछे से ना किसी एक फटाक से आवाज आई कि कोई चीज की गिरी है, एंड एवरीबॉडी जस्ट फ्रीक्ड आउट. So the ghost stories are one of the best stories to keep people, we do that. और फिर और दूसरा सबसे बेस्ट ये रहता है कि आपके वी गो बैक, वो नॉस्टैल्जिक सा एटमॉस्फेयर बन जाता है जब यू टॉक अबाउट how you met, because immediately the question is asking you कि how did you meet your wife, so you start remembering. फिर जब वो memories ताजा हो जाती हैं तो फिर वो माहौल ज्यादा एक्साइटिंग हो जाता है. बेस्ट इज जब वो अपने, and you'll be very surprised, like what we see is we had one professor. He's here in DU. Now he's saying Mr. Jagdish. He traveled with me to China and Bhutan, and I think in Bhutan we noticed that he's such an amazing poet, और वो भी पंजाबी. पंजाबी का वो जो पोइट्री करते हैं, वो जो जिस तरीके से बुल्ला शाह और वो उस तरीके के वो करते थे. आई मीन उन्होंने वो मतलब हाफ द होल नाइट पीपल वर सिटिंग विद हिम विद ड्रिंक्स एंड एंजॉयिंग हिज पोइट्री, एंड एवरीबॉडी वाज कुछ ना कुछ करते रहे. आई रिमेंबर वहां पे वो बुल्ला शाह की जो उन्होंने पोइट्री सुनाई, इट वाज, आई मीन अनफॉर्चुनेटली इफ आई हैड अ वीडियो आई वुड हैव शोन दैट, but he was amazing, Jagdish sir. Yeah.
Rajiv sir, any experiences that you want to share from your tours?
Yes, I have multiple. I can go for the rest of we'll have a very long meeting if I start off. Yeah, so what?
Share a few.
Sure, I think I've shared a couple of them. So, I've been going to Mussoorie. Sanjeev sir, this also for your information. For years now, we all have, I think, North-based guys, all of us, Mussoorie is like second home. And
yeah, absolutely.
Till about 10 years ago, I was told that there's a private forest near Mussoorie, a private forest, not a government forest.
Right.
There's one Mr. Agarwal who owns 100 acres of that forest. And he has left it to be as a forest. So there's no cows, there's no buffaloes, there's no villager encroachment. It's just a maintained, pristine forest. And it's called a place called Jabar Khet, right? They charge you, I think, 500 rupees to enter, and you have a guide along with you. And it's huge and it's beautiful. I just 4 kilometers from Mussoorie, just off Landor. and there's homestays there. So there are 6 paths in the forest, where one of the paths is flat for very seniors, and not so seniors, a slightly difficult one. And you can just go down those paths. They serve you lunch there. It is only the only private forest in northern India. This is amazing. I mean, it is just mind blowing to see that this has been lying there for years and we never knew about it. You know,
is it near the Woodstock?
Near Woodstock, slightly ahead of Woodstock, you come to this point called Jabarkhet.
Jabarkhet, yeah.
Jabarkhet, beautiful, just fantastic. Anybody who goes to Mussoorie, forget the mall, just go there, and beautiful homestays, home cooked, local food. And the forest is, and what they do is, on all those trails, they have these cameras put on. So when you're walking, you can actually plug in a camera and show you which animal is crossed just before you. So you have a panther crossed before you, and yeah, it's immense learning. And it's a rhododendron forest. So yeah, it's just during season, it's just beautiful. And if you can make it to the top ridge, you can see the entire Kumaon range of the mountains through the year. It's really beautiful. Yeah. So that's just one of them. I mean, I can go on and on. I mean, I think Mr. Jha and I had this long conversation.
There is, tell me, sir, I just wanted to check. When you said when you go on top of that ridge, because is that the place called the Burnt Hill?
The Burnt Hill. So this forest caught fire about 5 years ago, and that got burnt. And then they controlled it. So yes, they do call it the Burnt Hill. Also, I think, I'm not sure, but yes, but it is part of
the reason. Yeah, the reason is because I did my schooling from Mussoorie. We were from 77 to 85. Okay. 77 to 85 hours in Mussoorie, and Weinberg Allen.
Weinberg, yeah, sure.
And the Burnt Hill was just opposite, and we used to go down because we had water scarcity was there.
So
we used to go down to the Weinberg stream.
This is not that Burnt Hill, because this got burnt about a couple of years back. Yeah, and it's private estate. But it's nice. Beautiful place, especially for senior citizens to go, and it's just bliss. It's pitch, absolute silence, just the sound of the forest, and it's just wonderful.
See, Rajiv, now you're make me feel worse. I'm mentioning it again, because I just went to Mussoorie about 2 weeks back, and when we discussed on the phone, when we were chatting, you said Jabarkhet Jarur Jana, and I missed it this time because there was heavy problem of landslide, so I could not go. But now that you're mentioning again, I'll have to make a separate trip for Jabarkhet now. Really.
And even your goal. Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Last year we did a program just after COVID. We did a program where we had grandfather, grandson doing hiking in Kullu area, the Tirthan Valley.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And then we followed up with daughter and mother shopping tour for Dubai.
Oh wow, dangerous.
So I mean, programs, we can create programs like this many times.
I don't know whether you remember, I started a program called Dad and I.
Yeah.
Years ago. I don't know how you remember that. That was designed and conducted by me when they started off. Because I'm talking about 20 years ago. Yeah. So very initiative. Yeah, wonderful, fantastic.
Good point, Rajiv has mentioned, Sanjeev. Tell me, what kind of adventures do seniors look at? Adventure. Do they really open to adventures during the trip, or they are happy with just seeing the place around?
Okay, I'll tell you the closest adventure that I have done on any particular tour is a river rafting, and that too in Bhutan.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting both of you. We are on time, and I just want to open the floor to the audience to see if they want to share some of their experiences.
Yeah, we've been asking that, in fact.
Yeah, why not? Please go ahead.
Sanjeev ji.
Yeah.
Sanjeev ji, Sarita baat kar rahi hu, Mumbai se. I wanted to share an episode I had when I traveled. I'm a senior citizen now, 68. I traveled with 50 plus voyagers. I had traveled once,
Yes.
twice. Then I traveled with them to Madhya Pradesh, Khajuraho, Orcha.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
Orcha, I had a nightmare. It was a heritage hotel with huge rooms and huge bathrooms. Okay. Means in their one room, we can, in a Bombay language, we can say we can accommodate at least 2 BHKs. You see, that huge. Now, unfortunately, that early morning when we were to drive to Khajuraho from Orcha, I was about to go for a bath. And my bag was packed, everything was ready because I'm quite a frequent traveler. And I slipped and fell. Later on, everybody realized that this hotel is definitely not senior citizen friendly because there is no anti-skid mat or anything around. And it was a very huge bathroom. And I broke my right hand wrist. Had it not been for my friend, Dr. Vinita, who was with me that time, I would have been in absolute mess because the other tour coordinator who was with us did nothing to help. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
You can hear
Please
me.
go ahead.
Okay.
Please go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
So
Please go ahead.
there was no help given by that hotel. Nothing at all. All they gave was 1 or 2 pillows for me to travel and keep my hand. Finally, when every hotel has a doctor attached, which even I know because I am also from the travel line. And my friend, when she went to the reception, such an accident has occurred. Please help, call your doctor. So at this time, no doctor will come. She says, just put me on to that doctor. I'm also a doctor. And then when she fired him, she says, how come you're associated with the hotel and you refuse to come beyond certain hours? It's not done. That's when that guy came. He was a very young doctor. And knowing that it's a fracture, he didn't carry anything with him. So from the hotel, they got a foot ruler and some bandage kind of thing, their first aid things. And worst of it all was he gave me an injection so that I could sleep. Okay. And that was bad because it was a 4 hours journey from Orcha to Khajuraho. And our great Nitin Gadkari had made all the roads construction going on there. And the amount of bumps that were going on, I was seated in the first seat. The pillows were slipping off, and I wanted to keep my eyes awake. I couldn't keep my eyes awake. It was a nightmare. Since then, I said I stopped traveling with them totally because they don't take care of. I mean, you say 50 plus. 50 plus is also a senior citizen. Yet you don't take care of the proper hotels whom you're going to check them in, or proper transport, or take onus for certain things. We had to do everything ourselves. And then we were told we contacted our doctor in Bombay and he said, if you can WhatsApp me the x-ray, it'll be great. Then I can guide you as to what's to be done. And it was almost 3.5 hours. All the passengers in the bus were looking all around for an x-ray clinic. After 3.5 hours, we came across a clinic, which from where we got the x-ray done. And we posted it to Bombay, and then he requested us go to some doctor who's an orthopedic who can give you a temporary, a kind of a bandage or a plaster, and so that you can move ahead without pain. It was such a nightmare with all the passengers only trying to help out and the tour leader doing nothing. It was so bad, so bad. I mean,
That's
so
actually
when Sanjeev ji mentioned about Singapore being senior friendly and things in the toilet, etc., I was so happy. Yeah, this is what I
no.
wanted to
When
share.
I so yeah, actually, I'm
Because
very
you need to, when you're taking senior citizens with you, you need to cater to
Medical,
them,
yeah.
even the hotels, so that they're comfortable. Otherwise, I mean, that whole trip became a nightmare for me because
Must be, yeah.
I wasn't comfortable.
No, I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, within India, like how Mr. Karnesh sir asked me, in India, I doubt if there is any good place which I would be comfortable in calling senior friend, because my mother, she's 78. She's also had a hip fracture, and
Oh.
she's also not mobile. She needs assistance. And we've been trying to do a holiday here and there, but unfortunately, within India, it's very, very difficult to find a good place where we can say that yes, we are confident in taking it.
Yeah. It's always the toilets and the lifts not working kind of thing, and then the steps are too high to climb.
See,
all these things.
I'll tell you, when I think, the best, while over here, the panel, the people here, when you are selecting a senior citizen friendly tour, rather than looking and asking ki, what am I going to be eating, what am I going to be seeing and all that, you should also ask these questions: is which is the hotel I'm staying, how far is it from the nearest hospital? Because God forbid, if suppose there is an emergency, you should be able to reach the hospital in time, right?
Absolutely right. In the end, after we checked in at that hotel, next to the hotel was an orthopedic surgeon's clinic. It was his house cum clinic both. And then he spoke to my surgeon, and he tried to give me a temporary plaster. And he was doing that with the help of his compounder. I don't know, it was his assistant or what, with his driver on the other end, one pulling my fingers, one pulling the other portion of the hand. And suddenly that surgeon gets a call on the mobile, and I'm doing Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di. I am so scared कि ये क्या हो रहा है मेरे साथ यहाँ पर. वो उस समय मोबाइल लेना उसको जरूरी था. I mean, this is ये small town का ये problem होता है. So it's really, anyway. And there was no flight available, so I had to wait and complete the trip because we were returning back from Khajuraho. Flights were full, so I had to go as per schedule. So somehow I finished the trip, came to Mumbai, and then got my surgery done. Yeah, thanks.
I hope you're now you're
Yeah, I'm fine.
But that's quite sad. As Sanjeev also mentioned, that Indian hotels are not really prepared, and I think seniors are such a big segment today in India. A lot of seniors today want to travel. They want to go enjoy life and have a good time. And I think it's high time they wake up. If you can go abroad, and why not in India? Absolutely.
India has a lot of very good destinations to offer, but unfortunately the infrastructure is so bad. The infrastructure is so bad, and that actually kills the whole charm of
and we need to voice this in a proper platform and take it up, because this thing will be ongoing. Otherwise, then you're confined to just a few places around your home, which is not right. We always want to go and explore at this age, which we have been deprived of due to whatever reasons, work or whatever.
Yes, absolutely.
If senior citizens facilities, a hotel definitely can take care of. Because while leaving that hotel, I told them all you had to do was put some anti-skids around in such a big bathroom. I mean, that doesn't cost you so much money. But I don't know if they have done it or no right now.
Any other seniors would like to share? Any other seniors would like to share their personal experience of travel?
May I share?
Ahead. Yeah, please go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm Gitanjali, and my husband and I, we really, really like to travel. We've traveled a lot. We've traveled in the US, we've traveled in Europe, we've traveled in Malaysia, and lots of places in India. Now, last year, and we used to always do our trips by ourselves, except for Europe, where there were too many countries to navigate. We did it with Thomas Cook. But others, we like to research places. We like to understand their customs, look at which hotel we are going to, everything. So last year we did the Danube cruise, and on the way we traveled via Istanbul. And ma'am, our experience was a little different from yours. In India, when there is a problem, I've seen that even people who are there who don't know you, even strangers, come and help you. But यहाँ तो कुछ भी help नहीं. So I thought about it and I started screaming, doctor and help. Because I felt that if they're not taking responsibility, at least doctor, they cannot say they didn't understand. And help, they cannot say they didn't understand. So when I started screaming, I said, I need a doctor and I need help. Then they called some paramedical who immediately they took his ECG and said, he's in a very bad shape. We have to take him to the hospital. I realized that I don't know whether he's in a bad shape or not. So we went to the hospital. They're not telling me anything. Kuch bhi nahi bol rahe. I'm going on asking them. They're pretending like, I don't know their language, so they cannot answer. So I suddenly saw that his ECG had come. So I quickly took the photographs of that ECG, sent it to my doctor in India, my cardiologist. And I asked him, doctor, and I called him up. I said, please see the ECG and tell me, we are proceeding from here for a Danube cruise, which is a 7-day cruise. So can I go or should I come back? He looked at it. He said, his ECG is fine. Why did this happen? I said, he had by then told me that he had taken his medicine twice. I said, maybe because he took his medicine twice. He said, he's perfectly okay. Please go. And, after that, we had a fabulous trip. After that experience, it's like, should we? So I was, when you were talking about your experience, I was really empathizing with you. And I just felt that, thank God that, our thing didn't end badly, at least. We continued our trip and we were fine after that. But I wanted to know from you whether,
Can I ask you one? How long back was this?
This was last year.
This was last year and in Istanbul.
It happened in Istanbul. And of course, they misbehaved with us in terms of our tickets also, but we managed. I mean,
see, I think in both the cases, I've heard from both for both of you. I think it's actually a case in point of what has happened. Okay, I have been in this business for the last 8 to 10 years. We've had a lot of such similar experiences where people have fallen sick or they've taken wrong medicine or people have actually not taken medicine and got sick, right? So, but in that course of time, of course, when we started off initially, we were not that, knowledgeable to understand or to take care of those things. So we learned it over the process, relatives and things. So we left one afternoon free. Okay. We said we'll leave one afternoon free. People can actually go and meet their relatives who are there in London or around. They can do. Others who want to go to Keys, they also some of them wanted to see that the King Circle where the Harry Potter, the train station, right? So we organized that for them. And it was all a part of the tour, but it never looked like it was nothing was confirmed. Nothing was, it was like it's not there, the itinerary. Yeah. Whoever wanted to do it, we can do it. So like that in our tours, we definitely give enough adequate time. Like, for example, you said Budapest. I leave one full day for Budapest free. You can go visit the ghettos. You can go visit you can even go up to that, up north, that which is that lovely, beautiful village. I don't know whether you went and saw that, which is next to the river. And that we do that. And then even for our typical Budapest is like when you go to the Buddha Castle, see that you have the Danube River cruise and you do the parliament and all that. That's about it. After that, you are on your own. You can actually, and we are there with you.
What I was asking you is that do you have also people who are much older in your groups, like people who are 80 plus?
I have hosted people who are the eldest person that I've hosted is 95.
Okay.
And then we had one more gentleman who, Mr. Bakshi, he was 89, I think around 90 years.
Am I taking up too much time? I can, if there's someone
No.
else.
No, please go ahead, ma'am. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So just wanted to know for Leh and Ladakh, is altitude not a problem? Like I have an altitude issue. We went to Kaluk and we got this lovely view of the Kanchenjunga from there, right from our balcony. But tabiyat kharab ho gayi, so my blood pressure was really shooting 230 by 130. And there's no doctor over there in that village. And we had to cut short our trip. We couldn't do Gangtok. We had to come back. Or wahan pe, matlab, we got our medicine in Bagdogra when we came right down, by which time my pressure had come down. So mujhe dawai zarurat hi nahi padi.
So what you did was a wrong thing. I'll tell you.
Okay.
When we plan our Leh Ladakh, I mean, whether they go through us or through anybody, whether you go on your own also.
No, I didn't go to Leh Ladakh. I didn't go. I just went to Darjeeling and Gangtok.
So even if you're doing anything above 2,000 meter elevation, my suggestion is for senior citizens who have breathing issues, should take Dimox or should take some medicine at least half a day before they travel.
Okay.
Before they travel.
Right.
Right. So if I've got a flight in the morning tomorrow, I will take my medicine in the afternoon today.
Okay.
And in the next morning when I'm at the airport, before flying, I will take my medicine.
Okay.
And when I reach Leh, I will not go out anywhere. I will stay in the hotel, drink lots and lots of water, just stay hydrated and stay in the room. No physical movement. Right? And then have food, lunch, have food in the night. Just stay in the hotel. Don't get adventurous. Don't move around. You will be comfortable next morning and do whatever you want to. You want to climb the Khardungla, no problem.
We'll do another travel webinar next time soon.
I have a question for Sanjeev ji. Keep
Please
us
go ahead.
posted of your future tours that you're conducting.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sanjeev ji?
Yeah, certainly.
Please.
I will do that. My website is, we are just revamping the website soon. So by immediately after Diwali, we will be starting our new tours setup.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll do another session on travel. We'll have Sanjeev. We will have some more people who will join in and tell you more about how exciting travel can be for you. And
Absolutely.
I think the kind of feedback we've got from Dr. Snehalata, Sarita, and of course Gitanjali, I think a lot of these things do make us understand that seniors are not really seniors. They are fun-loving people. And I think we need to treat them differently. A lot of care. And care is important. I think that's what, Sanjeev, you would love to keep more in mind. And I'm sure you're doing it in your activity, which you're doing, a great activity doing for seniors. So I think it's been a wonderful session. And Divya, you can take forward.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Rajiv. And Rajiv also. And all seniors, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And sharing your valuable experience. Have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lots of love from Sukoon Unlimited.
Thank you.
Bye.